Hey listeners, welcome back to the English Learncast, where your English gets better every day. I'm your host, Jake, and as always, I've got my good friend here with me, Emma.
Hey everyone, glad to be here again. Today's topic is something we all deal with when learning English, remembering new words.
Have you ever learned a new word, felt proud about it, and then, poof, gone the next day?
Totally. It's frustrating when your brain just can't pull out the right word at the right time.
But here's the good news. There are simple and fun ways to fix that. Today, we're going to explore why our brains forget words, and more importantly, how to remember them in daily life without extra study time.
Absolutely. Simple but powerful routines, no fancy tools, just real-life strategies.
Perfect. And listeners, stick around until the end for our vocabulary preview. We'll break down key words from today's episode and show you how to memorize them. Let's jump in. Okay, let's start with the big question. Why do we forget words so easily? Emma, is it just bad memory?
Not at all. Your brain is like a spam filter. It deletes what feels irrelevant. If you learn a word once and never use it, bye-bye.
Right. In your native language, words are deep in your brain because you use them every day. But while learning a second language like English, your brain says, we don't use this much. Maybe we can forget it.
That's why repetition, daily usage, and real-life practice help. The more often you see, hear, or say a word, the easier it becomes to remember, like a habit.
Let's talk about the first strategy. Use your daily life to practice. You don't need anything special. Just look around.
Exactly. For example, you're brushing your teeth. Say the words toothbrush, toothpaste, mirror, water. Then try to make a sentence. I put toothpaste on my toothbrush.
That's so effective. Or if you're cooking, say what you're doing. I cut the vegetables. I boil the rice. It turns actions into language practice.
And if you're walking on the street, look around. This is a tree. That boy is running. You're training your brain to connect English words with real things. No translation needed.
Here's another fun one. Label your world with sticky notes. This means turning your environment into a vocabulary game. Emma, explain how this works.
Gladly. Grab sticky notes and label objects around you like kettle, window, sneakers, door, mirror, chair in English.
Every time you see the note, your brain gets a quick reminder. It's passive learning, but really powerful.
And you can even add example sentences under the word. For example, under the mirror, you can write the sentence, I look in the mirror every morning.
Let's move to the next strategy, memory linking. This is when you connect a new word with something you already know.
Like the word cloud. Maybe it sounds like loud. Imagine a big, loud cloud. Funny, right? But your brain remembers it. Funny or weird connections actually help your brain remember better.
Exactly. The funnier the context, the better it sticks. The next strategy is an important one. Reviewing words every day. Make a simple routine. Before bed, go through 5 words you learned that day. Write them in a notebook or use a flashcard app. Just 5 minutes of review can help move those words from short-term to long-term memory.
Easy. Pair flashcards with tiny moments, morning coffee, review 5 words. Waiting for a Zoom call, review 3. Total 5 to 10 minutes a day. Maria, a nurse I worked with, did this during her commute and tripled her medical vocabulary in 2 months.
Okay, the next strategy is the Word of the Day challenge. Pick one new word daily and use it 3 times. Emma, why is this so effective?
Because active usage beats passive learning. For example, take curious. Tell a friend, I'm curious about your trip. Think, why am I curious about AI? Write, I'm curious to try this recipe. By week's end, you've mastered 7 words without stress.
And if you forget, just say, I'm curious why I forgot. Our last strategy is listen and repeat. This one's perfect for listeners.
Watch a 2-minute clip of a show or YouTube video. When you hear a new word, pause. Repeat it aloud 3 times. Guess the meaning from context. For example, hearing awkward in a funny scene, now you'll feel the meaning.
Pro tip, use subtitles. Read, listen, repeat. Triple reinforcement. All right, before we end, let's go over a few vocabulary words from today's episode. These are a little more advanced, but very useful. Our first word is repetition. What does repetition mean?
It means doing something again and again. For example, saying a word many times to help your brain remember it. That's repetition.
Right. Repetition helps move words into your long-term memory. The next word is context.
Context means the situation or background in which a word is used. Like when you hear a word in a movie, the scene helps you guess its meaning. That's understanding it from context.
Our third word is curious.
Curious means you really want to know or learn something, like, I'm curious about how the brain learns languages. It shows interest and eagerness.
Next is awkward.
Awkward means something feels a little uncomfortable or strange. For example, if no one talks in a room, the silence can feel awkward.
And last, a habit.
A habit is something you do regularly, like brushing your teeth. If you review words every day, it becomes a learning habit, easy and automatic.
So there you have it. Easy real-life strategies to help you remember words without pressure.
Learning words doesn't have to be boring. Make it part of your day. Use what you see, what you hear, and what you do.
Choose 1 or 2 strategies and try them today. You'll be surprised how much better your memory gets.
And don't forget to subscribe to this podcast for more English tips. Share this episode with a friend who's learning English too.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and remember, your English gets better every day.